So you say maybe the Tokyo Cardano Summit 最後のインタビューは誰々さん。So
Dare-dare-san. You're Yunya-san.
誰々、ユーニャさん。Yeah.
All right, I'll try that.
Okay.
皆さん、konnichiwa. Tokyo Cardano Summit. 最後のインタビューは Yunya-san.
Hello, I'm Yunya.
Thank you for coming. Yunya-san, 今日のインタビューは80% 日本語約束しましたですけど、
Right.
よろしければ英語喋ってもいいですか?
Yeah, it's okay. Just
Okay.
for you to speak English.
Cool. I was really nervous. All right, great. Thank you. So, Yunya-san, thank you very much for coming. Thank you very much for coming. And thank you very much for participating throughout the entire Tokyo Cardano Summit. I can't believe this is the final interview. I just want to say thank you for everything you do. Thank you so much for all of your help with this. And I'm really excited to have this final chat with you here tonight. So thank you so much for coming.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you too. I'm very honored to jump in here and holding the Tokyo Cardano Summit with you guys.
Great, great. So let me turn the conversation now, and I will be the one to interview you. So may I ask you some questions? 質問してもいいですか?
Yeah, of course.
So can you please tell me a little bit, Yunya-san, how did this all get started? How did you first become interested in Cardano?
So when I joined to the Cardano space, it was, I think, the last February, no, last September. So at that time, I'm searching some good blockchain that I could invest in. So, and my friend introduced me Cardano, and when I found Cardano, I really like what Charles is saying.
Yeah.
And the community member was very great. So gradually I get deep into the Cardano.
Cool, really cool.
Yeah.
And I think a lot has changed from when you first started until now. I think so many things have happened. I know there's so many different projects. And I know especially recently, I want to ask you about there's someone behind you, that character. Maybe you want to tell me a little bit about this person, perhaps.
Yeah. Okay, so now I'm running the project called CNFT project called Kabuki Tokyo. This is the first CNFT project led by all Japanese teams. So, and this is our main character, Rika. So, and our story is, and our project aims to bring the Japanese anime to the CNFT space. So, there is a lot of anime projects in the CNFT space, but there had been no anime project made by the Japanese person. So, and I aim bring good Japanese anime culture to Cardano, CNFT, and also try very willing to trying to bring a lot of the NFT fans in Japan.
Right.
They're not in Cardano blockchain, but on Ethereum chain or Solana chain. So why this is why I started the project. Yeah.
That's really cool. And I think there's a lot of people, obviously there's a lot of people who really love Japanese culture in particular, especially anime. You know, some people like Japanese culture so much that they moved to Japan, like I did. So I think, you know, people who are interested in anime, they tend to really be interested in anime. They really like it. And I think in the NFT space as well, there's a lot of people who are interested in anime. And what my point is, I think there's a lot of overlap. I think there's a lot of collaboration between the anime space and between the NFT space. So it's really cool to see that come together. And I know people are going to ask, so maybe we'll say it again at the end, but if you could tell me now, where can someone get Kabuki Tokyo CNFTs? Where can they go to find out more?
So first, you can come to the Kabuki slash Tokyo.xyz. It is our homepage.
Great.
And our first Genesis collection, we released 440 Genesis NFTs, but that were all sold out. Yeah, thank you for the CNFT community. And now you can get Kabuki Tokyo NFT at the JPEG store. Yeah.
Very cool.
Secondary market. Yep.
Please check the links in the description. We will make sure to include those as well. Check out JPEG store and the Kabuki Tokyo CNFT collection. Very cool.
Yeah.
It's great to see that. It's in a very kind of short time. You just got interested in Cardano, and now just a short time later, you have this idea to create this CNFT project, and then it gets released. Genesis series sold out. Like it's cool to see how much change in such a short period of time. So congratulations and nice work with that. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. So a lot happened in a short period of time. Many different things, and some things I know about because it's quite popular in the space. I know about the expo. I know about the CNFT festival. I know about this new minting that you've just had. Out of all these different things you've done since you got involved with Cardano, if you have to choose one thing, one kind of memory or like cool thing that happened, if you had to pick one, what's been maybe your favorite thing that's happened since you've started your Cardano journey experience?
Yeah. So maybe I was very impressed our first mint Genesis collection, and I'm as you know, I'm not a native English speaker, and my English isn't so good. And
wonderful. Yeah, great.
But after the whitelist minting, we hold the public mint of the Kabuki Genesis collection, and there were 100 spots for the public mint, but the people gathered our minter space over the 2,500 people came to our minter space.
Wow.
So yeah, it was very crowded, and our minter website some kind of a clash, and from the Western community, we have a lot of some kind of booing or something, and I'm really upset, and I don't have a idea how I treat that. But the other anime project in the CNFT space gathered our Discord and managed all of the booing. So it was very influenced for me. So people in the CNFT, especially anime space, helps each other and collaborate each other. So it was very amazing thing for me. Yeah, and I cried because it was so amazing, and it was really happy, and yeah, so yeah, so we have the same opinion or same plan. So this is the we really want to spread the Cardano and spread the CNFT to the Japan, and not only Japan but also the Asia and the non-English speaking company. So It was very amazing, and they all loved Cardano. So I thought it was the Cardano community.
You know, that's really cool. You're right. You're right. What I mean is, you had this issue, you had some trouble, and people that maybe you only know online or maybe just
Yep.
SNS, and they just volunteered to help, right? They just kind of stepped
You're
in,
right.
and
You're right.
in life, I have some experience of people help me like for no reason. It kind of feels like just people are nice for no reason just because they're nice. And when I first started meeting people in the Cardano space at the expo, some of our same friends that we have, I felt like they're being so welcoming, so
Yep.
nice, for no reason. When I say no reason, what I mean is like just naturally kind, and
Yep.
it's kind of rare. It's kind of rare, and that's one of the things I like about talking about Cardano stuff, talking about CNFT stuff, is you're always going to connect with somebody who's excited about the same thing, and it's
Yep.
always a good thing. I mean, I get nervous every time I have a new meeting with somebody. Like I'll say before we started this conversation, I
Yep.
said, I'm nervous. I don't know what to say. You said, don't worry, it's all right. So it's like, that's a perfect example. It's always like that. It's always everybody just makes the effort to kind of be nice to everybody, and I appreciate that. So I know what you mean. I know what you mean when
Yep.
you said you got emotional. You felt like crying a little, and I
Yep.
understand. I understand. I do. I've had that type of experience. So it's really cool, and that's what keeps me kind of motivated to continue, right? That's one of the
Yep.
fun things about it as well. So wow, thank you for that.
Yep.
Wow. So things are going good. Things are going good for now.
Yep.
Things have gone well in the past, so I want to ask you a little bit about the future.
Yeah.
um I know some of your motivations. I know a little bit how you want to spread the message and make these connections. But if you were to describe a little bit, what do you hope the next year, 5 years, 10 years kind of looks like for not just Kabuki Tokyo, not just our community in Tokyo, but Cardano in Japan? What do you hope the future looks like?
So for now, I'm really willing or hoping to adopt Cardano to the Japanese government
Yeah.
or Japanese info system.
Cool.
So now, and also, we really want to connect with the other countries' people and make willing to make a big infrastructure for us.
Right.
So yeah, this is my dream, and it is the start point. So now, now I'm trying to have a partnership with the Yoshinoga city, which is the very tiny city in the Tokushima prefecture. But we partnership, we Kabuki Tokyo partnership with the Yoshinoga city, and we will have, or so they use our IP, such the character, and make their specialties. So Kabuki Tokyo collaboration specialties, and they will sell their specialties to the world, right? So it makes a little step, but maybe the tiny city has a lot of the governance connection, right? So if the wave becomes bigger and bigger, maybe the next step, prefecture, Tokushima prefecture move, and
Yeah.
then spread to the Japan.
Right.
So, yeah. So it is the point where I'm very excited, and where it is the thing I'm flowing all my energy. So
Yeah. Wow. And you know what I think is really interesting is we talked about something really, really light, and then we talked about something really, really heavy. I mean, first we said, what's CNFT? Oh, it's people who like anime. And then we said, what's CNFT? Oh, we're going to change financial infrastructure of the world, right? So those are two really different things. And the reason I say that is because of like someone who doesn't understand Cardano, someone who doesn't understand CNFT. They say, what is Cardano? What is this Cardano NFT? I could say, oh, it's people they like anime. Or I could say, oh, but it's also people trying to change the government of the world and trying to change financial infrastructure of the world. So two very different explanations. So they might think, okay, that's kind of scary. What is this, Cardano? What do these people really want to do? So my question for you is, how do you talk to someone like that? What do you tell someone who's new and they think, what is this? I don't understand this. It's a little bit scary.
So, okay. There's some kind of a crazy person like him. But basically, Cardano has a very solid technology, right? So maybe the next step, Hydra will come. Cardano can make the or Cardano can have a very scalability and speed and so on. And Cardano was designed to have a very good security, right?
Yeah.
So, even at this point, at this time, Dentsu, the biggest company in Japan, decided to use Cardano blockchain to build the DID system test.
Wow.
So it is a test, but if the test goes well, maybe the Japanese government using the Cardano blockchain to manage the DID system, right? So it has it is the opportunity, right?
Cool.
Yeah, I must say this is the testing, and this is a prototype, but if it goes well. So, and the CNFT, Cardano NFT culture is a little bit different from the Ethereum or Solana. I think the people are very welcoming, and all project readers want to spread the Cardano, original Cardano, spread to the many people, right? So we have the same aiming, right? And I think Cardano blockchain is the only blockchain. Maybe the founder is Japanese, the NFT founder, NFT project founder is even Japanese. And if the founder is not so good at English, but we can connect together. We can, and we can gather a lot of the holders from the full CNFT community, right? So it is a very, very huge point in Japan, I think. So Japanese companies are trying to spread their services of their product to the world, but there is a very huge language barrier or something. But I'm as a founder of this project, I had a very hard time to spread our project to the Western people.
Sure.
But basically, they have the belief of the Cardano future, and they're willing to have something good to the world, or they really want to adopt the Cardano blockchain to some infrastructure, right?
Yeah.
So, they accept us and they cheer us. So, I think it is the only blockchain that has such kind of a strong community.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing, and you're right. It is. I'll just say it. It's friendlier. It feels
Yep.
friendlier than the other communities. I don't really feel there is other communities. There's people who like the other blockchains, but I don't think they really have the kind of meetups, the kind of connections, the kind of. I don't think they participate as a group, kind of the way that people participate as a group in Cardano. So I mean, what I say to people that ask the question, like, what is it? You know, I say just talk to somebody who's involved. Talk to somebody who already likes it, because they're friendly, they're passionate, and they're happy to answer any question. So I mean, I'll send everyone to you. I'll tell them they just go talk to Yunya-san. She'll help you right out. So you certainly helped me out as well, because I come to you, I ask questions for advice, and I say, how does this work? What's this project about? How does this work in Japan? And you know, you don't have to help me, but you do, because you're a friendly member of the community. So there's evidence. This is proof and evidence here. So I can just I can't say anything besides thank you. You know, thank you so much. Thank you for everything you've done, and thank you for today's interview. It was great to talk to you.
Yeah, I'm very happy to chat with you. So it is very honored to help the other people who willing to spread the Cardano or the make a good community. So yeah, it's my pleasure.
Cool.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. I look forward to talk to you next time.